Hello everyone, my name is Hotwire. This is just gonna be a little update video, just to give you a quick idea on what's going on. So, because there are a couple of changes and things that are going on. So, for me, my videos might have a little bit of an effect and stuff throughout a few weeks because we've got construction going on at the house. We've already had like at least 2 weeks of it. We're in the transition of like second to third week, so we're expecting it's supposed to be about 10 weeks, although we've just been told that they're going to do works on the that they might do works on the roof as well, and if they do, that would be an additional 2 weeks. So that's going to have some effect on my videos and stuff. So it could be a case that some of the videos come out, or there might be some gaps to them and stuff, like not all the videos coming out. Like last week, for instance, instead of posting another Spirit of the North video, we had God of War 2 come out instead, like God of War 2 Part 3, because I simply just didn't get the time to record, render, edit and upload a new part for Spirit of the North. In terms of the newer games like Horizon Forbidden West and Dying Light 2, for instance, I do have those. I do have both of those, but they're not going on the channel straight away. Partly because I've got so many games I need to clear that getting around to them is going to be a bit tricky, but also I want to get the previous games up on the channel beforehand, and based on how they run, it's going to be a case of I'll have to, because there's a lot of side quests in those games, I'll have to do the main gameplay and then maybe throw in a couple of side quests in the main walkthrough, and then do the rest of the side quests separately. Because I think when I looked for the first Dying Light game, that was about 56 side quests, just the side quests. So it's going to be one that will take a while, because there's a lot of grinding, a lot of collectibles, a lot of other stuff. And although my channel isn't a case of like collect everything, do everything, I do like try and show as much of that as I can. But yeah, so my channel's having little gaps at the moment, might have a bit of a disruption to it because I've got construction stuff going on, doing some medical checks and evaluation at work, so there's that. But yeah, I do have Elden Ring on pre-order at the moment. It's like at the time of recording this, at least it's like 3 days left and then it comes out. But unfortunately, because all these games are coming out on Friday is the day I work, so I can't really play that straight away. But I do intend to get Elden Ring on the channel, as well as a few other Souls games and stuff, so like Demon Souls, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, maybe put some Monster Hunter on here. I'm not entirely sure, because that is a very grinding game and I don't know how exactly I want to do that, but I do want to put a lot of Soul games and stuff on here and some of the other things. I'm going to change the way I do some of these games a bit, because of how these games are structured and stuff, because there's a lot of games I want to get on here and go through and play, but there's also a lot of franchises where I need to get a lot of the previous games on first, because that's what I want to do. So I'm going to try and do it where I get maybe one of the ones where there's something current that's going to be coming out going on. So like for instance, you got God of War Ragnarok, I think is what it's been confirmed as. I don't know if it actually got confirmed with that name. It's still in development and it's coming, and it's planned to come out. So obviously I need to try and get the God of War games up to pace so we get that out. There's been confirmed that Spider-Man 2 is in the process, in the works. So there's that needs to, at least that is up to date that I've got, because I'm finally finishing Miles Morales. So it's going to be a case of trying to get at least 1 or 2 of those sort of games up on the channel and getting those franchises done, and trying to get some of the older games done as well. So like the ones that don't have any current games coming out or anything like that, they might go on the back burner a little bit, but I will try and get maybe a retro game come out, well, not necessarily a retro game, but like an older style game, one that hasn't been out for a while, just so I can get this content out and on the channel, because there is a lot of games that I want to get on here, and where it's a case of me still working, like still having another job that I'm having to go to, because that's the only one that's actually bringing in any money in at the moment, any income, it becomes a case of trying to work around that, and so it's not as easy to get that many games out and on the channel quick enough. Like if this was the only source of income, then I could do it where I'd have like a video out every day or something, like I could record it every day, and clearing a lot of the games that I've wanted to get on the channel and just need the time to do, I would actually be able to do that. But with it as it is at the moment, it's not really a thing that's going to be able to happen. So yeah, there's going to be a bit of disruption for that. The general rule that I have for my games and stuff is still the same. So with the 18 rated games, it's still going to be like 18 rated horror games. It's still going to have swearing and stuff in them, like expect that. And in terms of like the other game stuff, like if I start a game, I intend to finish it, sort of thing. Not necessarily like 100% complete the game, but I intend to at least finish the main story of it, unless there's a specific reason for that. Then in that case that will be announced in the actual playthrough of it, and in the final video that I intend to do for that, so you would be made aware. And I generally try and get as much of the franchise of that game on the channel as possible. There are some exceptions to that. So for instance, the Final Fantasy franchise, I'm not going to be putting that entire franchise on the channel. That is a lot of games and a lot of other stuff. Plus I don't think it's necessary, would be probably the right way to put it. Like, yes, it definitely helps to have that information, but it's not essential. Like for me, the only one that I really want to get on the channel is the Final Fantasy VII remake. I don't know why I said a remix, but yeah, the Final Fantasy VII remake. But yeah, so it's just like letting you guys know there's a bit more of a disruption and that sort of stuff. And at the current moment of recording this as well, we are currently at 853 subscribers, so thank you everyone. I will try and get something sorted out for when we reach the 1,000 milestone, but until then it's going to be a bit of a thing, and that might take a while after that anyway. But I'm going to try and get more of the God of War sorted out and up on the channel so that's done. The Ghost of Tsushima, because that game is just awesome already. I'm addicted. Considering I made 8 parts without actually uploading any of them to the channel until recently, and just try and plow through some of these franchises, get them through, like obviously still play them properly, enjoy them, that sort of stuff, but I want to get them on the channel. So like the Watch Dogs, the Ratchet and Clank, names escaping my mind already, and some of the other ones as well. But yeah, depending on how these games play out depends on essentially how I'm going to do them. So like for instance, as I did with Riders Republic, although that is a good game to play and it's fun, it's one of them ones where it's not linear in how it shows the story. Like it's not as easy to see game progression, because it's one of them things like you need to achieve this amount of that thing, but you're going around doing basically the same thing constantly to do that. So in terms of watching it, it's not something I would consider something to be fully enjoyable, so it's probably more like on the back burner. Whereas taking Spider-Man for instance, or like Horizon and Dying Light, those sort of games, they're more like you do the stories, you can actually see how it actually progresses. that the progression is more visible. Although with Horizon and Dying Light, there is a lot of side quests, so that makes it a little more difficult, but you can still see that progression. So yeah, it's just the few changes that we've got is that my videos are gonna be essentially affected, may or may not be affected depending on whether or not I'm able to get them up and sorted on the channel. So don't worry too much if you have if there's less videos on the channel, or if they're not coming out as frequently. It's purely just because we've got like the construction stuff coming up on and around my house. So it's either going to be a case where I'm not able to record because the environment's not great enough, because I could have all the noise from the construction, or like I just wasn't able to get any time to actually record. So yeah, I hope you like these videos, that you are enjoying. Please give some feedback, because feedback is very important and very helpful. Comments, likes, dislikes, like sharing the videos out, and anything and everything just helps, because if I get to that point where I can then earn from this channel, I can do this full time, I can then start getting to the point where we're making videos every day sort of thing, and then we can start doing things like giveaways and other charity event stuff and various other things, and I can start creating various merch and things like that, and it can just become that much more enjoyable. But in order to do that, I need to get to the point where this channel is basically where I'm earning from it, so that this becomes my main and pretty much my only source of income. But that's for another time. That takes a while to get through. And so in the meantime, like if you enjoy them, like them. If you don't dislike them, I don't care. But give me some feedback. So let me know if you like what you enjoyed about the videos, if you enjoyed anything at all. If there's anything you want to see me do, things like that, share them out, and just try and help get this channel to the point where we're actually sustainable enough. Which realistically, I need to hit the point of 10,000 subscribers, and to be able to maintain at least 4,000 watch hours within a 12-month period, and actually hold and maintain that, just to earn, just so I'm at the point where I can continuously monetize and earn the money from it. It would be better to have it go higher than the 4,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, but like that's the minimum that I need to be able to hit and maintain. So yeah, please help out with that. Please subscribe, please share, like, comment, hit the notification bell and things like that, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Take care.